Mike 52, Mike 52.
Get it.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Back to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Leo.
Now they try the right side here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6. And he will find his man on the outside. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line.
Back. Yo, Cheetah. Ready?
Now a handoff looking right. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
49, check 49, check 49. Out. Check hot route. Hot.
Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
60 outlaw. Protein spill. We own it.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
We go! 90 Wolf!
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back to throw. Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 32 on the play.
Mike, 58, right there. Guys, game situation. Let's go.
Get it.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Drake. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. 70, Indy.
On third down, it's Taylor, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They run with Taylor. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run to Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Charlie.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run on first down. Taylor. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Check 50, check 50. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Yes, yes.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
High 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway.
Let's go.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
He can't hang.
You're out. Hustle, hustle.
Watch out, watch out. Check 31.
Ready.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Colts 14, Dolphins 3. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the lock.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw on third down, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
That's deep in there, right? Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The give to Taylor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Miami.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Floating one, incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Slam. Check.
Go.
To throw again, Lawrence. He dumps it off to Drake. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
A gain of 29 yards.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hey, Jack, fight.
Off play action. Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 2nd and 2. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Lawrence. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Trey Flowers giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Mike 10, Mike 10.
Hey! Yo, Jackrabbit. Ready?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Wilson has it. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Echo.
To throw again, Lawrence. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
90 Wolf. Hey, Foxtrot. Speed dribble.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And the ball is knocked out. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
Hey, Charlie.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, this is my theme of Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, Haywood! Go!
Back to the air on second down. Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. He's coming. We got double up.
Go!
Now a handoff looking right. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got the connection to Cooper. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. He's going to fire this thing deep right. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Back to throw. Lawrence. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ear. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.